Hey guys, it's Jason with Track Cars. We're going to try something new today. We're going to do what's called shameless tool reviews. So basically, we're always buying tools, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. Sometimes things surprise us for the good and for the bad. So I'm going to start doing some tool reviews on things that I buy, see if it helps you out. Hopefully it'll maybe steer you in the right direction, or maybe keep you from making the same mistake I might make on certain things. So we're gonna call it shameless tool reviews, because it doesn't matter what tools we're reviewing. I don't want anybody to judge me, or I don't want to judge anybody else, because we're just buying tools, you know, whether it's from Harbor Freight or Snap-on or anywhere in between. We'll check the tools out, we'll try them out, and hopefully you'll learn something. So here we go. Okay, so as far as the cleaning solution goes, I'm using this purple stuff I got from Lowe's. It's a Zet Industrial Purple Degreaser. And I've got it mixed at about a 4-to-1 ratio. So how I did that was I basically stuck the tape measure down in the little tank, measured up a fourth of the way, put the fluid in there, then just added some warm water. We've got it on preheat now. Set it up to 480 seconds. And I'll show you some parts that we've got. So this week we've been working a lot of brakes on the Camaro. There'll be other videos for that later. But basically here's the rear calipers completely disassembled. I picked up a set of brakes off the internet. The first thing I want to do is disassemble them, clean them, and rebuild them. So we're going to take some of these parts here. As you can see, everything has kind of got duplicates and whatever. So we'll take one of these spring plates. We'll take a couple of these pins. We'll take a bolt, and we'll take one each of these pistons, and we'll set them in our tank, and we'll let it run for a little while, and then we'll see how it does and compare it directly to the parts that are sitting here. So the little ultrasonic cleaner comes in this little basket. Just pull that basket out. We'll set our parts on here. We'll flip these over so the stuff can fall out. You don't have to pull the basket out. You can just set them on here or set them in there, but I wanted to show you that it had a basket. We'll just set it down in there like that. See, it's got enough solution covering everything. Let's get this air out at least. In order for ultrasonics to work, you've got to have a fluid there. So this has a little air bubble in it. So we want to make sure we get the air out of that guy and out of that piston. All right. So then we'll put our top on it here. And then we'll turn it on. You can hear it buzzing. This little countdown tells you how many seconds are left. So you may have to do it more than once. We'll pull it out after the first go and then compare it, and then we'll clean it again if we have to. So, all right, so by the power of video, when we come back, this will be done. All right, so now it's shut off, and we'll check the parts. Again, this water's gonna be pretty hot. So, wow, you can tell the water's a lot dirtier now than it was. You can't even see the bottom. Let's see, I did make these little hooks to try to grab this basket. Maybe. We'll first pull this up. It's getting cleaner. Still not perfectly clean. Wow, look at the pistons though. The pistons are a lot better. They look really good. I'm going to take the pistons out. We'll let the other stuff clean here. I always like to rinse everything off afterwards because it's got soap. It's very slippery. It's got soap all over it. Here's the bolt. A little bit cleaner. Ooh, this water's hot. Check these pins. These pins are looking better. We'll drop it in there. We'll let it clean for another 8-minute cycle. We'll check it again. All right, so here's the end of our second cycle, second 8-minute cycle. Turn the heater off. plastic. Maybe. Why did it get dirty? Oh, lost the part. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take these and rinse them off real quick because, again, like I said, they're really slippery. All right, so we'll dry them off and then we'll compare them to ones we just took with. Here are the pistons we took out earlier. Okay, so here are all the clean parts. Wipe this more off. Here's one of the small pistons, and you can see the difference. These pistons are smooth, so there's not any room for things to kind of stick down in the crevices, but you can see it got that beveled edge, nice and clean. Compare the two, that's pretty good. Same kind of on the bigger one. Pretty good. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's pretty good. It is a low power unit. I think it's only 160 watts. But if you wipe some of the stuff off, it might look better. Okay, let's look at the pins here. It's a big difference on those. These pins are important in a brake system because the pads slide on them. They capture the pads and also slide them, so you want these nice and clean. As you can see, this had a lot of crap pad stuff built up on them. Again, this is all really smooth parts, so things don't stick to them very much. The bolt here, that's not near as different as I would have hoping. It's clean. You can still see a little bit of thread locker in the threads. The threads are a lot cleaner compared to the one that wasn't clean, but it doesn't look, again, this material is a little bit more porous, so it's got room for stuff to hide in the cracks. So it did okay, not fantastic, but like I'd still probably clean that up on a wire brush wheel. And then here is the spring plate, which looks shiny and new almost compared to the other one. That one, see the difference? This is a clean and not clean. All the brake dust gets burnt down in there, and this one still got a little bit of heat marks on there, but it's definitely a lot cleaner. So is it worth it? It was $70 new. I think it's worth it for little stuff, especially things with smooth faces and all. The thing I like about it is you can just take the parts and go throw them in the cleaner and then just walk away and let it do its thing, and you can go on and do something else. So it's kind of a time saver in that respect. I think brake components it does pretty good on. I imagine on things like carburetors, any sort of small engine carburetors or parts of a big carburetor, it probably does really well. So for 70 bucks, I think it's worth it. Don't go throwing a bunch of big bolts in there and expecting them to clean that, because that just won't happen. These things are too big. But for smaller things, especially things with smooth surfaces, it's going to clean it pretty good, looks like. So anyways, I hope it was helpful. I appreciate you tuning into Shameless Tool Reviews, and check out our other videos, and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks.